I always tell students they really need to put themselves out there a little bit. Those first few weeks of college are this really special little time in kind of the college bubble where you can just walk up to anybody and introduce yourself outside of the real world where there's some stigma about just walking up to a stranger and making a new friend. You really don't have that the first week or two of college because everyone's in the same boat. So I always encourage students that it's your moment to kind of step outside what's comfortable and just walk up to someone who looks friendly and say hi. I'm Sarah Klein, and I'm the Vice President for Student Affairs at Stevens Institute of Technology. I think when new first-year students arrive, the goal is that it takes a little bit of time, but we want them to feel like this is another home for them. We want them to feel welcome and included and like they're a part of something that they feel really connected to and excited about and proud of. First-year students really need to think about absolutely making connections on campus. They need to meet other students and have some friendships, especially if they're leaving home and they've never been in this environment before. They really are starting from scratch, so they need to make some new connections with friends. They also really need to make some connections with administrators and faculty so that they have resources to go to get questions answered, to get mentorship and guidance. So they really need to think about all aspects of their lives. I actually think most students think that everybody else makes friends really quickly, but really that's probably not true. I think even for really social students, it does take time because, as I said, you're really starting over. You don't know anybody in most cases, so it takes a long time to build up a friend network. I also think new students come in and they usually make an initial set of friends at orientation who serve a purpose of being those connection points during a difficult time, during the first few weeks. I think we as a society have done something right because it's just been ingrained in them from an earlier age. Students or children are seeking therapy at an earlier age. It's being more normalized in schools. There are therapists embedded in schools and social workers in the K-12 system. And so by the time they get to college, many of them have already been in therapy or they're aware of it or they know people who have been. And it's just openly discussed and it's considered a positive thing that someone is seeking help for their mental health concerns. Well, I do think that the increase in technology use and smartphones, it has probably led to an increased level of anxiety and stress because I think there is this kind of, students call it the FOMO, like fear of missing out. You can see what everyone else is doing and when you're not there, and that's something I'm certainly thankful I didn't have to know about in college or before. So there is an element of that, or always feeling like you have to be on, you have to be checking something, like you're attached to that.